Happy Tuesday. My name is Alan.
My name is Nick.
And welcome into the dungeon. As the flame-like radiance overcomes the wolf, and as it dissipates, you see its charred remains. All the wolves have been defeated.
Arfharim lets out a sigh of relief and rushes towards Wilbur.
Wilbur! My boy, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. A bit shaken. Arfharim, I was protecting the little boy.
Yes, you did a great job. You bought him time to escape.
Yes.
You'll surely be known as the hero of Willowshade Horror now.
Tammy flutters off Wilbur's shoulder and goes back into your birdhouse. You suddenly hear the creaking door of Old Mun's house open slowly.
Well, I'll be damned. Perhaps there's hope for this town yet. If you do say you're going to go and visit the Folly of Sorrows, maybe you can free us of its haunting grip.
A woman runs out of another house, crying, and runs towards the house where you saw the young boy go into.
That would be her mother. I thank you very much. It wasn't family, but after all, in a small hamlet like this, you tend to grow fond of every neighbor. It would have been devastating had you not been here.
It's a good thing that we were then.
Come with me. I'll invite you to a round of ales at the Wistful Lantern. If you're still up to going up to the Folly tomorrow, we'll have a short night. But we need to celebrate your bravery.
I think more than celebrate, I need to calm my nerves.
That too.
My dear old grandson almost perished.
I saw.
But at least my beautiful little bird flew to the rescue.
What a wondrous bird indeed. Is that a magical item you possess?
Well, the staff itself is magical, but alas, I do not know enough of its properties. I do not know enough about this bird. This is the second time now she has rushed to our aid. Quite a curious little thing you are, Tammy.
You hear the bird song from inside the small birdhouse.
Well, follow me.
And the old man begins to walk towards the inn in a very slow shuffle. You follow him in a short distance to the Wistful Lantern. As you enter, you see Helga still there at the bar, looking slightly bored. The tavern itself is empty.
Helga, a sight for sore eyes indeed.
Aye, old man. So glad to see you here. Oh, what can I do for you today?
Well, we've returned triumphant, Helga. A round of ales, if you will.
Yes, but of course. Have a seat. I'll be with you in a moment.
I nudge Old Marn in the ribs, give him a wink,
Now, behave, Arfharim.
and nod towards Helga.
He understands fully. So Old Man sits down slowly, his back creaking as he lowers himself on the chair. Wilbur joins, grabs a chair and sits beside Old Man. I imagine you do so too.
Indeed I do.
Helga comes along.
Oh, Helga, did our good friend Tavian come in?
Yes, the gnome. He was tired and decided to retire for the night. He's staying in the other vacant room.
Yes, well, he has had quite the last couple of days, so completely understandable.
Anyway, here are your ales.
And she brings 3 large tankards of ale and sets them down on the table, spilling a bit as she does.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She starts cleaning the spillage.
Do you fancy anything to eat, perhaps?
Nothing else for me tonight, Helga.
Old Man chips in.
I'll have one of those, newt skewers, your speciality, Helga.
Very well, old Marn. I'll bring them just now.
And she heads off back behind the bar and prepares Old Marn's snack. You chat for a while and you hear the door creak open. You see Wilbur glance back. He's facing away from the door. And as you look as well, you see a woman walk in. You notice her eyes are a bit bloodshot, as she might have been crying. She gets closer. She has a basket. I'm here to offer my gratitude. I don't have much, but you saved my son, and I will be forever in your debt. She pulls a cloth from the basket that she's carrying, and she reveals a variety of baked goods, biscuits and the sort, some of them sweet-smelling, as the waft of the odor captivates your nostrils.
This is all I have. I'm a baker. We do with what we find from the lands, from the marshes, but trust me, they're quite nice.
Yes, I can attest to that, Arfharim. They're quite the delectable pastries.
Old man pitches in.
They smell wonderful. But there is no need.
I know, but it would be my honor if you did take them. I'd feel at least part of my debt, although small, paid forward.
How is the boy?
He's shaken and afraid, but alive, thanks to you.
Perhaps the young whippersnapper has earned his first drink. Why not bring him here and let's share your pastries and...
No, it's past his bedtime. I just came to show you my gratitude. And thank you for inviting us, though, but I must get back to him.
Well, I'm glad the poor boy is fine. Little shaken, no doubt, but perhaps next time he will be back in before the sun goes down. Dangerous parts.
Yes, and ever more dangerous as of recent days. Our dog, he ran out, and my poor son chased after him.
That dog! That dog has the balls of a lion!
Well, or the brain of a fly.
Perhaps it is out of love for your son. He seemed hellbent and fearless, even in the wake of that great direwolf.
Yes, we from now on we are going to tie him at night. But again, thank you so much, both of you and your friend here.
It's my grandson, Wilbur.
Oh, nice to meet you, Wilbur.
Shakes Wilbur's hand. Wilbur obliges.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it. I hope you enjoy your baked goods. I'll see you around. And thank you again.
When she turns around and leaves.
That was very kind of her.
I grab a pastry and start shoving it in my mouth.
It's delicious. It's odd, texture-wise, but it is sweet and delicious.
There's no news in this, is there?
Well, you don't know. You didn't ask. But she did say she made them from the things she finds around the area, what the land provides. So if there's newt, you can't tell. Neither can Wilbur as he's scoffing down handfuls of biscuits.
You seem to have worked up quite an appetite, Wilbur.
Oh, I haven't had something sweet like this in a while. I love my chockies.
How are your wounds?
Oh, they've cleared up. That little birdie of yours. Tammy, is it?
Yes, Sammy.
Oh, a beautiful specimen. She healed me right up.
That she did. The irony, though, Wilbur. You do not eat animals, and you're almost at wolf's dinner.
Oh, you're right. It's ironic.
Oh, Wilbur!
Oh,
You see, all those reading lessons.
yes, they do pay off. I'm learning
Indeed.
big words.
Would have said when we set off from Waterdeep, it's not only a journey to Baldur's Gate, but a journey of personal development.
Oh,
Speaking of journey, Wilbur, I think I've decided that scroll we found, I will use it to write to Glagatha.
I'm not hoping.
It's too risky. He's on a different
I lower my voice.
plane of existence. There's no guarantee it would reach him.
Okay. Are you gonna do it now?
No, not right now. I've had quite a few ales. Only have 25 words, Wilbur.
Oh, that's a lot of words. That's almost a book long.
Maybe one of those ducky books. But no, there's a real risk, you know. I'm feeling quite mischievous. I may end up wasting it with some nonsense. Best to do in the morning.
Okay.
So what would you like to do for the rest of the evening? Sit a while and then retire?
Yeah, I think we'll sit, have a few drinks, chat with old man. He can share his tales and his plan for tomorrow morning.
Okay. Whilst you do that, in between drinks, maybe an hour has passed. It's getting quite late. And you hear the door again. Wilbur is in deep conversation. He's had a few ales. This time he doesn't even turn around. Are you looking?
Yeah.
The door opens and you see a hooded figure arrive. He doesn't make eye contact or doesn't lift his head up. He looks directly at one of the tables, further away from you, and sits by himself.
I start smelling my armpits.
What's wrong after him? Are you gonna have a bath?
Oh, well, certainly need one after tonight, but... Excuse me, you there, good fellow. Do we smell?
You see the figure doesn't lift his head. He's sat, hasn't even asked for an ale, sat looking down.
Helga, An ale for this weary traveller. Come join us, come join the heroes of Willowshade Hollow.
Helga pours the ale. The man doesn't stand up, still doesn't acknowledge you. But Helga goes and puts the ale on the table in front of the man, but he doesn't move to pick it up.
I get up and make my way to his table. I'm leaving Wilbur to keep chatting with Old Man.
Wilbur grabs you by the arm.
Shall I go with you?
No, there's no need, Wilbur. I'm just gonna go have a chat.
Are you sure? I don't like the look of him, Arfharim.
And he's speaking a bit louder than perhaps he should.
Can I do a perception check, see if I see anything untoward about this man?
Yeah, roll a perception. You're trying to perceive if he looks dodgy.
If he looks dodgy, if he's armed.
Okay. All right, yeah, roll a perception.
Trying to catch a glimpse of his features beneath that hood. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot here, but would it be with disadvantage because I've been drinking?
Yes. Damn it. Thanks for the reminder.
Got to stick to the character and the scene that's unfolding here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stay true to the RP.
Well, it doesn't make much of a difference. That's 2 10s plus 5. Total of 15. I sort of close one eye and try and focus with one of them.
So you're just standing there, one eye closed and kind of looking at the guy.
Yeah, being grabbed by Wilbur and I'm sort of, with a bit of swagger.
And looking him up and down, kind of with one eye open, like, yeah. So from where you are, you're not too far. This tavern isn't that big. It's maybe 2 tables away. It's very dim. There's not a lot of light, only the candlelight from this shoddy tavern. It's hard to tell any discernible features. He has a hood that covers all his face, so his face is in shadow pretty much. He's all dressed in black, and you can see that if he is carrying weapons, they are concealed. You cannot see anything outside hanging off of his apparel or anything like that, or in a belt or anything like that. But you do notice that his attire would allow him to conceal weapons. He doesn't look at all welcoming. He hasn't looked up once. So yeah, he looks a bit menacing. Something's amiss. He doesn't look like your local friendly villager. Old man Maran is almost passed out. He's drunk a bit too much and he's just swaying from side to side, not really paying attention to anything.
I continue to shuffle towards this guy, provided that Wilbur's not trying to pull me back.
You told Wilbur that you'd be fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, then he lets go as he sees you want to continue. And he reaches forward to straighten up Old Man before he actually falls flat face on the table. What are you doing?
Has a direwolf caught your tongue? God, if we killed him. What's wrong, traveller?
Are you getting up to him?
Yeah.
He now looks up. You can't really tell the features still. You now notice that he also has a cowl. It obscures all the way up to his nose. You can only see a faint glimmer of his eyes as the candlelight catches them from time to time. But again, you cannot really discern any features. But you can see that he's looking up to you. And he gestures towards the seat in front of him, as if saying, have a seat.
I oblige.
As soon as you sit down, he begins.
There seems to have been an incident. Some of our goods that were destined for Daggerford seem to have been lost in unfortunate circumstance.
Oh my, perhaps a direwolf attack. We killed a direwolf.
Luckily for you, the troll is understanding.
He pays no attention to what you're saying about a direwolf and continues.
And he knows that accidents can happen.
Oh yes, it's a dangerous path all the way up to Daggerford. Crocodiles, direwolves, horses. I had a friend once who was terrified of them.
You see the man momentarily taken aback. He's slightly confused, but he shakes it off.
He is willing to let it go, but he needs you to reimburse his investment for the lost goods. He expects a payment of 500 gold to be made by tomorrow.
A payment from who?
From you.
From me? On what basis does he... Who is this troll? And why is he demanding payment from an old man and his grandson?
You can leave it at the inn with the old lady. I'll come back in the morning with a few friends to collect it.
I'm staring him down now. Just a second. Arfharim stands up, looks him up and down, sort of straightens his back a bit, shakes off a little of the alcohol that's in his system.
Yes, Yes, it's interesting. Would one of those friends happen to be Rilsa?
I'm staring him down at this point.
He scoffs.
Quite the comedian.
He stands up, looks around.
Whilst he's doing that, I now grab the ale that I had paid for him, and I start drinking it, just while looking at him.
He puts both hands on the table in front of you and gets inches from your face.
I'm still downing the pint whilst I'm looking at him.
This is a quaint inn, wouldn't you agree?
He looks around again.
It would be a shame if something were to happen to it.
So he's got his hands on the table and he's looking around the inn. I now also put my hands on the table. They start to glow, and without warning, I'm casting Burning Hands as a level 2.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Go for it. I need to make a save, right?
That's correct. It's a dexterity saving throw.
That's a total of 9.
Oh, that fails.
Roll for damage.
3d6 damage. Not bad. It's a total of 12 fire damage.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's an extra d6 as well because I cast it at level 2. So it's 12.
Oof.
15 total fire damage.
15. As you let off that cone of fire and roll on the meta magic thing. Roll a d20 to see. Because you're a bit inebriated. And you,
So is this double roll to see if it triggers?
what do you mean? Because of disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say. Because you're in a state where you can't really control your magic all that well.
No, it does not trigger.
Okay, so you are able to still stay in check of your wild magic, but the sudden burst of the flaming hands that you just cast catches this hooded figure completely by surprise. He is taken aback, and you see as his garments are singed, the table momentarily catches fire. You see his hands and the little bit of flesh on his face that you can see, the skin on his face that you can see, have severe burns. He screams in pain as he backs up,
You will pay for this.
turns around, and starts heading towards the door.
I'm not letting him leave.
Okay, so we'll roll initiative here. As this was happening in that split second, Wilbur stood up. Helga screamed, "Not in my bar!" And the old man finally collapsed face first on the
Old
table.
man.
Yeah. So roll for initiative.
Okay, so Arfharim is a 15, Wilbur is a 14, and Timmy, should he come out, is an 11.
So as you see all this happening, Wilbur standing up, Helga screaming, and the guy backing off, turning around, heading towards the door, you have a spring on your step as you go first
Ooh.
in the order of initiative. What you doing?
So with that spring in Arfharim's step, he gesticulates with his hands, starts chanting this incantation as he starts to pull from the weave. Once again, fire starts to formulate in his hands. This time, he hurls a mote of fire at this stranger. He's casting a cantrip, which is Firebolt.
Okay. You need to roll to hit there, right?
That's correct.
Let's see.
And this time, as it's formulating in his hand, and he's getting ready to throw it, he starts moving his other hand, and a second ball of fire starts formulating. He's using a sorcery point!
Oof.
And he's going for Twin Spell.
Is that
He's casting two
twice
of
the
them.
damage? Oh, you cast 2, so you need to hit with both?
I need to roll for each one.
Okay, so roll twice.
So just before I forget, I'm going to mark off my sorcery point, which is 1 point because it's a cantrip. So the first mote of fire, I think that's going to hit. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, that hits.
And the second mote of fire is a 22. So both of them hit.
Yep, indeed they
well,
do.
I'm saying both of them hit.
Yeah.
but
If 20 hits, 22.
I mean,
hits
he
too.
wasn't described with wearing plate or anything,
No,
hence
no.
my assumption.
So roll for the damage. What is it? 1d what?
1d10
Oof, for each.
for each.
All right.
So the first attack does 4 damage. Disappointing. I was expecting something a little higher. And the second, now that's more like it, an 8. Not too bad. So a total of 12 damage.
So as you let go these motes of fire, the first one hits him on the back as he's already turned around to try and reach for the door. He's thrust forward, smashing against the door itself. He clings on to the bar that would lock the door from the inside. As he struggles to get up, the second mote hits him square on the back of the head, and he collapses in a lump dead
Oh, shit.
on the floor.
Okay, that was quick.
Arfharim, what's going on? You said you were going to talk to him. I
Well,
knew I should have gone with you.
I did talk to him.
Oh, it doesn't look like it went well.
He was threatening Helga's fine establishment.
And you see Helga, hands on her face.
Oh, I know you mean well, Arfharim, but this might spell trouble for me. My establishment. What do I do now with a dead body?
Oh, no worry.
Who was he?
He was sent by the troll.
He was sent by the troll.
Yes. He will not be bothering you any further.
No, but the troll will.
I will make it clear that you have nothing to do with this.
Oh, my days.
She goes back to the behind the bar, crouches down, comes up with a bottle with like a dark kind of urban liquid in it, pops the top open and pours a pint of it and starts chugging it down.
My days. My days.
That's all she says.
If it's any consolation, regardless of whether I saw him off now or not, it's clear his intent was to ruin your establishment, regardless.
Oh, why? Why? We pay our dues.
Well, he seems to think that I had something to do with his shipment. Preposterous!
Shipment? But what has that got to do with me?
Exactly.
And my establishment?
Absolutely nothing.
I'm confused.
Leave it with me. You said Tavian was in his room.
Yes.
Wilbur,
Yes.
grab the body.
What?
Grab the body.
Oh, wait, which body? Old man or...
No, Helga, would you be so kind to
Yes,
look after old man?
I'll take him to my room. Oh, don't
Oh,
worry.
I'm sure he'd love that.
She didn't hear that as she's downing the pint. Wilbur goes towards the door, picks up the dead man, and follows you.
I head over to the other room, which I know is Tavian's, because this only had two
Yeah.
rooms in it. I start pounding on the door.
Tavian! Tavian!
You don't hear anything for a moment, but then
What is it? Who is it?
It's Arfharim!
Arfharim.
Yes, Arfharim!
He's too drunk to remember whether he told him his real name or not. I'm assuming he recognizes my voice anyway.
Arfharim, yes. Yes.
We need to come in.
You okay?
Well, I've been better.
he opens the door as he's been saying that, and now sees you, Wilbur, and the dead person.
Whoa. If that's... So,
He stops momentarily. He was gonna suggest maybe someone drunk, but when he sees his hands seem to have been burnt.
I want no part of this.
Well, you
What
are
is going
fully
on now?
a part of this. This!
Do you normally go around killing people? It's only been a day or two since we left.
Once again, my friend, I've saved you from certain doom.
Surely this has nothing to do with me.
Oh, it has everything to do with you.
How so? I was in my room. I was
Those
sleeping.
Drugs you asked us to destroy. The ones that belong to the troll.
Lower your damn voice.
Oh, old man downstairs is out of it and...
It's the same.
Poor Helga
It's
is-
not like two level.
Oh.
It's like on the side you've got two doors and
Well, I start pointing, and surely he can see old man is passed out. And
Get in the room.
he ushers you in, and Wilbur and the dead man, and closes the door behind you.
That, man... he came seeking payment from the troll from you.
Well, you should have paid him.
No, well, I've charged him.
From me.
Yes, for his loss of shipments.
You burned the damn shipment.
You told me to.
I told you to.
I told you very specifically we could use it should this exact predicament arise. I said we could use it to trade for our lives or get ourselves out of trouble.
But you've killed him. You should have told me this before. How much was he asking for?
500 gold.
500 gold.
Exactly.
Are they crazy?
Not as crazy as I am. Not as crazy as I am. He threatened Helga. They threatened to kill Helga. Well, he didn't really exactly say he was going to kill Helga, but he threatened the establishment. And he threatened us. He said he was going to come with some friends. I joked whether he was bringing Rilsa, and he threatened us.
You could have let him go. We would have bought at least some time to think things over. Now we have a target on our head.
We had the target anyway.
It's different.
Do you have 500 gold to have paid him?
No, but
So-
this man works for the troll. Directly, he's a subordinate.
He puts his hand like below the gun and pulls up like a badge with a claw, a black claw, like a brooch with a claw.
Well, you don't need to show me a brooch to show me that he works for Troll. He very openly told me.
He doesn't work for or with the troll. He's part of their inner circle. There's certain people that are closer to the troll. This was one of them.
Well, the inner circle has become a little bit smaller.
He face palms.
This is not good.
Well-
What did he tell you? He was coming in the morning and what?
That he would be coming with the morning with some friends.
We need to get out of here.
Oh, I agree, but...
No,
Timmy! Timmy! Tim!
Are you summoning him?
Yeah.
You see Timmy get out of the book that I imagine you took out from the bag.
Yeah.
Not this again.
Tavian says as Timmy appears in front of him. Yes, Arfharim. What can I be of service?
Well, it happened again.
Again?
And I gesture towards the corpse that's beside us.
Oh, I see. Shall I siphon it?
Yes, please do. We need to speak with this damned soul.
Okay, that would be 2 souls now. I imagine you don't want any more unwanted attention.
Did we keep the other soul inside the
Yeah, because I
pocket
don't...
watch?
Yeah, you stopped at the max, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was going to use him for healing at some point.
But it's okay. He's still got room for some more. And he begins the process of siphoning the soul you're now, unfortunately, very familiar with. And he finishes siphoning to his pocket watch. There you go. Is that all? Offer him.
No, I intend to speak with this stupid idiot.
Oh, I see. Very well.
Ask him how many friends he was intending to come with tomorrow morning.
He asks a question. He says 2.
He was from the inner circle. I'm not as worried as perhaps you are, Davian.
You don't know what 2 friends he may bring? He's called a troll for a reason. His base is in the troll claws.
Well, yeah, I pretty much figured that. He's a troll. Troll claws.
Well, have you? Yes,
Stay with it, Davian.
yes, I am with it.
Timmy!
I'm almost out of it. Did you know? Have you ever fought a troll
Timmy!
before? By any chance?
Oh no, but I fought an imp.
Have you seen a troll?
I can't say that I have.
They're huge. They'll have your bones for breakfast.
That simply means there's more of them to anyway, Timmy!
Yes, Arfharim.
My second question. Are those the only 2 friends he has with him on this mission?
Very well. Again, he takes a moment to ask. Yes, they are the only 2 that came with him.
My third question.
Very well.
Where are they presently? Or where... Oh, he may not know exactly where they are. They may be taking a shit for all he knows. But where did he leave them? The last place he saw them.
He says they are about an hour away, camping outside of the hamlet.
I would need a little rest before we pay a visit.
I haven't been particularly discreet about that. Just seeing if there's any reaction.
Pay a visit. Pay a visit.
There's only 2 of them.
Where?
In a camp about an hour away.
Which direction?
Well, we can find that out. Or at least it gives us an hour to get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna get yourself killed. And if you're not gonna get yourself killed and you fuck out of here, you're gonna get the town killed.
By 2 men.
Again, you are assuming too much here. Offer him.
These damn souls cannot lie. There's only 2 with him.
Did you ask him what they were?
No, but I still have 3 questions.
We need to think of a plan. We need to think of a way to make 500 gold. I have around 250. How much do you have?
We're not giving him anything.
Oh, we sure damn are.
I think you should join us on the road to Baldur's Gate, Davian.
What? What?
Good business there.
I've had my fill of traveling with you. Each day that passes, you take another life.
And yet you are still alive.
You dig yourself in more trouble.
Because of you, I would say. I was set up by Rilsa because I stopped at your camp. I have been threatened because you told me to burn the drugs.
Well, see it.
And yet I
From my
have kept you
perspective.
safe.
See it from my perspective. I
Oh,
was
well, do whatever you want.
I was
You can-
traveling with my bodyguards before you showed up and killed them.
They would have had your head. They were going to set you
Damn
up.
it! Damn it all!
Well, I'm heading to Baldur's Gate. You can do whatever you want.
I'm going to Daggerford and sell my bloody
Tell you
saffron.
what, you may be heading there, but you certainly won't get there.
Are you threatening me now?
No, quite the opposite. I am offering you protection.
You sound like the troll. What do you mean you're offering me protection?
Well, the way I see it, Tavian, you have 2 options. You can either head to Daggerford with the bounty on your head from the troll. You were transporting his shipment after all. You gave the instruction to burn it, to keep you safe. His man is now dead.
But hold on. Let's
Who are you going to hire
Let's
to
not.
accompany you there?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. But hold on.
I'm heading to
You
Baldur's Gate.
are the one that set fire to it. For all we know, they didn't hear me ask for it to be burnt. They approached you. They weren't looking for me. And you killed the damn man. They don't even know I'm here, maybe.
If they know that I was involved, it's because they were watching us. And if they watched us, they know that you were there present when it happened. I'm simply offering you a hand. Nothing more, nothing less. It's up to you to take it.
A hand to go and kill his two friends.
Oh no, if you're that worried about it, we can just head off to Baldur's Gate. But they will follow us.
I'm not even trying to persuade him at this point. I'm just trying to lay out the facts, and he can do with that information whatever he wants.
I think you are a bit in over your head. Or a bit in over your head right now.
Quite possibly.
I think it is best for us to part ways. I wish you all the luck in the world. I do accept that part of the blame is mine, so I will leave you with 100 of my gold in case you do decide to pay the man and get out of this alive. But I will be traveling to Daggerford as soon as I find someone capable to take me there. I have no interest in accompanying you and risking my life further. You are a good man, I know that. But this is too much adventure for me. I'm just a trader.
I give him 100 gold back.
I fear you will need this to pay for your bodyguards. And this time, as I told you yesterday, make sure you vet them properly.
Yes, you are right. I'm sorry about everything, but I can't do this. I wish you all the luck, and I hope you survive this mess.
I hope you do, my friend. And I do not mean to scare you, but I repeat, I do not think you will reach Daggerford. You'd already be in a ditch. But
Arfharim.
it is your life and your choice.
Arfharim, you're scaring him.
I'm trying to snap him out of it. He's already balls deep with the troll.
I've made my decision. I'm staying here, and I'll find my way back to Daggerford and keep my business alive and well. They are after you, not me.
You think? I'm certainly probably a little higher on the list now that I've killed that idiot, but as I said, you were transporting his goods. His men died at your camp. His drugs were burnt at your order. But as I said before, I'm not here to convince you. You seem like a good man. I'm just letting you know that you have choices. And if you wish to try and ply your trade in Baldur's Gate, we're heading that way.
I come and I go, from town to town. I'm coming from Baldur's Gate. I'm going to Daggerford.
Well, may the gods be with you, Tavian. It was nice knowing you.
Same here. Best of luck. Now get out of my room, please.
We oblige, and we leave the body there.
Arfharim!
Come, Wilbur!
Shall I take the body?
No, he's very clearly told us to leave, so we're leaving.
Take this with you! It's your mess!
Tell the troll it is payment. His life must have been worth 500 gold.
I'm walking off. Up to Wilbur if he wants to deal with the body.
Wilbur just follows you. You're his grandpappy, and he's not going against your word. So he exits, leaves the door, leaves the dead body there.
What do we do now, Arfharim?
I need 4 hours to regain my magic. You need to keep very careful watch, Wilbur.
Oh, okay. Oh, I need to rest too.
We will, Wilbur, when the time is right.
Okay, I keep watch. You go rest. Shall I go outside the inn?
No, Timmy will stay outside the inn and keep watch.
Okay.
Okay, Arfharim. You want me to check in from time to time?
Please do check in with Wilbur. Wilbur will keep watch inside here. You keep watch around the inn. Anything suspicious, let us know.
Very well.
And so Arfharim starts going into his trance, his elf-like meditation, which is his equivalent of resting, and he's trying to recover his magical energies.
Okay, you retire to your room. Wilbur stays outside. He tells Helga that he will be keeping watch just in case anyone else comes around looking for trouble. He assures her that everything will be fine. She goes off with Marn, takes Marn, that is still passed out, to her room. And Timothy disappears, you can imagine, into the ethereal plane, and goes to take watch outside of the inn. And that is where we're going to end today's episode.
Ooh, intriguing.
Indeed, you went all out there. Took out the ban.
Yeah, as I said in the last episode, by day, Arfharim is kind of like an old, weathered potato. But when the sun sets, and that sweet nectar of ale touches his lips, gets a little swagger.
He takes no shit.
He takes no shit, and he's feeling a little cocky after the last couple of fights. But at the same time, he felt he couldn't let this go unchecked. He's heard enough of the troll and seen now between the the setup that they were trying to do to Tavian, or that he thinks they were trying to do to Tavian, and the way he sort of nonchalantly threatened the inn. He suspected, regardless of what happened, the inn was going to be held responsible one way or another. Arfharim didn't have the 500 gold, so he couldn't take that chance.
How much gold does Arfharim have?
Well, not much, because I think he's already used the necklace and the gold bar, so he has a whopping 36 gold to his name.
Yeah, he's never going to be able to pay that.
No, and he knew that. So, one way or another, there was going to be a showdown. At least now there's one less person to deal with. And that's that, really.
Well, what's done is done. We shall have to wait and see if this brings any consequences, or perhaps it serves as a deterrent to anyone messing with Arfharim to not mess with Arfharim and Arfharim's folly.
We're going to have to wait till next week to find out what happens. But until then, if you cannot wait, make sure you visit our website, www.i2td.com, and follow the links there to everywhere where Into the Dungeon resides. Make sure you follow that little coffee cup as well if you wish to support the podcast and help us make these wonderful episodes for you. It's a fun little way that we have of getting you guys, our valued listeners, to be a part of the stories we tell and help shape the adventures we play, because your potion will appear in-game and directly influence the story.
That's right, but if you cannot donate or wish not to, worry not. You can still help us out by visiting our socials, and even, why not, leaving a rating, a review, some stars on your podcast player of choice, whatever it may be. Also comment on the actual episodes. That way we can interact with you guys and see and learn if you guys are enjoying these episodes and what you like most about them and what you hate about them. That I'm sure is nothing.
That now brings us on to the end of the episode club.
The last ones standing.
You know what to do. We give you a password so that you prove to us that you have the highest constitution and have stayed to the very end of the episode. You use it in a comment wherever you find Into the Dungeon, be it on social media, your podcast play of choice, wherever you want. And we read them with much joy and merriment. Do you have a password for us today, Al?
Indeed I do. Today's password is Strangers in the Night.
Ooh. I see we're keeping the musical theme running strong here.
That's right. And also, you were visited by a stranger in the night, and it ended poorly for him.
That's certainly one way of putting it. And what will come of this? You'll have to wait until next week. We hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as we have, and we really hope to see you next week as we delve into the dungeon.